Gemini, welcome to your September general love reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Gemini. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind to only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear this message. Hi, Cross Watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Gemini. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Gemini and Cross Watchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading, or you may feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. Alright Gemini, let's go ahead and get your reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl here to clear, set the energy, and do a mini meditation with you guys. But if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times, and during that time I want you to open up your energy, to ask the questions you have in regards to your love life, what you need to know. If there's a certain someone, start thinking about them now, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for you guys for the month of September. And for this reading, I am tuning into an energy in or around your psychic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment, whether you are single or taken, whether you're currently in a connection or in separation with this energy. Let's see whose energy wants to come through for you, why they're coming through, and what this means for you guys for the month of September. I'm saying the letter R, as in Rachel, as in Ryan, first, middle, last initial can mean something to someone, or someone could even have 2 R's in their first, middle, or last name. I'm seeing Harrison for some reason. I don't know why. Obviously, that's so specific. It's not for everyone. But tell me about this message for Gemini. What does Gemini need to hear? Okay. So we have boundaries. Ooh. Firm boundaries are needed right now. So someone needs to let someone know what is going to be tolerated, not tolerated, because someone thinks they can have some sort of pass here. Someone thinks that they could come in and out of your life. And I don't know if that's really going to fly anymore. I don't really think that that's what you're going to be allowing, Gemini. This person thinks that they can just, I don't know, I'm feeling Sagittarius energy for some of you guys. So you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, or someone could have strong Sagittarius in their chart. But I think, Gemini, like what you've been doing hasn't been working, and there's something new you're going to have to do in order for this person to get it. And maybe that's going silent. Maybe that's not giving in to when they want to come over. Maybe that's, you know, putting some sort of boundary in place. I also wonder, though, at the flip of this coin, it could be someone that's kind of clingy and kind of just, you know, not giving you your space, or kind of just a little bit nosy, a little bit jealous, and trying to like look in your phone or ask you about who's on your social media. Let's get some more cards before we go down that road. But tell me more about this energy for Gemini. Reflection. Okay. So, yeah, I think that I feel like someone needs space to really think about the current situation between them and someone else. I wonder if there's certain things that are starting to be noticed that may be toxic, that may be not good for you, Gemini, and you do matter. And I think that what this person has been doing, which we'll get more into, whether it's being clingy or not, you know, being too detached where they seem like they don't care, like there's something about this where I feel Spirit is trying to let you know that there could be something here now in September that you can do to change this person's behavior towards you, letting them really kind of, I guess Spirit wants you to reflect on what it is that's worth your time, your energy, because I think it means a lot more than maybe what someone's giving you the credit for. I do kind of get the sense that someone makes up excuses like, oh, my phone died, but really they were like posting stories on social media while they were going out, like things like that I feel you guys are really starting to kind of think about. You maybe have felt like you've given this person the benefit of the doubt too much, or that they thought they could play you like this, and they have another thing coming. I feel that in September. And maybe, again, if you were the one that had to put boundaries out, it's made them kind of think, damn, like, did I do too much? Like, I that's definitely what someone could be coping with right now in this moment. So let's go ahead and pull some cards. Someone could have a tattoo like right here on the back of their arm. I'm seeing that, or a birthmark there. But tell me more about this energy for Gemini. What is going on in September for Gemini? So we have the Four of Swords. Boundaries, Libra energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra, or you could have strong Libra in your chart. Does not have to be the case. I'm going to get all the cards out first, and then we're going to do a deep dive. Whew, Five of Swords. Aquarius energy. Tell me more. Mind games. I feel someone's playing mind games and you're over it. Crowning it, Judgment. Yeah. Reading this. Ten of Wands. Makes sense. Recent past. Okay. Future. Okay. So bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy, Capricorn energy for me as a reader personally. You could be dealing with one of those signs, have those signs in your chart. Doesn't have to be. Yeah, I do feel this is someone that you were dating or wanting to date at a period of time. I do feel like you really did think like whatever this person provided could have given you something that you saw a future for yourself in. So whether that's security, whether that's, I feel this person is somewhat influential. So I don't know if they're like influencers or they are high up in their career, or in their families they're kind of treated like, the king or the queen of their family. I don't know why I'm getting that type of vibe, but there's someone on their high horse a bit. And maybe this person could be a teacher, a therapist, psychologist, maybe works spiritually, maybe come from a very spiritual background. But with this, the Hierophant, I do feel like there was a moment where you felt like you could be with this person, that everything could work out. I do feel maybe you sought advice from someone, whether that is a therapist or like a tarot reader or a spiritual guide, Reiki master, shaman, whatever. And I feel as if with the Hierophant here, you heard something you didn't want to hear at the time, because you still had very much this idea that you guys were going to make it together, that you were meant to be together. But I feel the more their behavior is really starting to be more and more clear, the more this is kind of, you're realizing maybe what I wanted to have with this person isn't meant to be with this person. Now, others of you, if this is the person who's being very pushy, they may be trying to rush you into a relationship, and they may have like ulterior motives behind why they want to get this going so fast. So let's flip the script. If you're the one that's really successful in your career, or high up or influential, like there's something that makes them feel good about being with you that feels more ego-based. And I think whether they just kind of like to brag about you, saying they're with you because of how you look or with the influence you kind of carry, I think you're seeing through the facade. I think you're really seeing through the facade this time. And I wonder if some of you guys were even in a serious connection with this person, serious relationship, or maybe even possibly married to this person, or thought about it at least. So at the dead center of this, we have the Four of Swords. Gemini energy. And what I can even see is that this person may have already, like after, a few dates, a few weeks, a few months, they already wanted to be in a serious relationship, which is like moving too fast for you. But they put a lot of pressure on it. So this is where I think with the Four of Swords, there needs to be space. Okay. I do feel with the Four of Swords that you do kind of need to go in this time of detaching yourself from this person, because there's something with this person around you're not seeing very clearly, or they're trying to kind of justify things, or they're trying to assert things that you know isn't kind of right and isn't well for you. I do feel with the Four of Swords here, like a sense of tiredness, like a sense of exhaustion. I do feel it's with dealing with this person, or I don't know, this person again with the Five of Swords, they just flip-flop in mind games. They like to say one thing and do another, or they like to send a text and then say they didn't mean it, but it's pretty constant here. And so I feel with the Four of Swords that maybe you guys have stopped talking recently, or you did kind of mute them or block them or left them on red. And I feel as if you are taking this time right now to think of an answer to give them, or that's what they're doing with you currently. But yeah, I do feel right now you guys are kind of in this period of a break. So with the Five of Swords, Aquarius energy, yeah. This is, I feel, the challenge, the reason why you guys kind of split. There are two fives here. Your birthday could be June 5th, June 15th, or May 25th. But yeah, I just feel as if this person just, man, they wanted it their way or the highway all the time. And with the Five of Swords, like, I do feel they would say things that were kind of mean and then, you know, backpedal on them later. And it's like, no, you can't just say whatever you want. Things are going to stick. And I think like they may think, oh, you're overreacting, or that was just a joke, like that type of stuff. And it's like, no, it's like, I don't know. They pop off at the mouth, and they're very mouthy until they come into a debate with the Gemini, and then you shut them down. Like, you know, you humble them pretty quickly. But I feel with this Five of Swords, it's just like the way they treat you, or the way they say things, or the way they kind of push you out, push you away, or don't give you that space. That's the problem it's creating here. And they just refuse to see it your way. And it's hard to kind of convince someone that is unable to be open to someone else's feelings or ideas about a certain way they want to live their life, or that they want to be currently. I always feel like you have to over-explain yourself. So if this is the type of person that does always accuse you of flirting, cheating, or lying, it's like, damn, I'm not. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know what to say, but it's like you can never satisfy this person. And I think that that's kind of what's building up here, Gemini, for you to kind of give this a break. So what's rooting this is Judgment. This is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but I also feel Scorpio energy with this card here. I do feel your spirit guides are coming in for you very strongly at this time, wanting you to really consider those gut feelings that you're getting, or those ideas that you're having, those voices in the back of your mind that's like, something's not right here, or, you know, I do need to take a step back, or this isn't okay. Like, part of those ideas that are coming in is obviously you reflecting on your self-worth, but also like spirit's guidance here. Like, Gemini, you can have more. You don't have to settle. I do feel like maybe even they did something very recently that opened your eyes, that like there was no way talking out of it, around it. Like, it was clear as day. And I think that that was spirit's way of exposing this person to you, Gemini. That, you know, the true intentions of this person, or that this person and you are just on different frequencies. And I do feel like for some of you that did really want to be with this person, were even married to this person, it took you a while to see it, I think. But now that you're at this point where, you know, there's no more denying it, or there's no more trying to excuse it, or to enable it, I guess is the best way to say it. I think now you are deciding to make a final judgment here by the end of the month. I do feel it's in your hands. I do feel this person, if they could have it their way, they would keep everything the same, that there would be no change between the two of you, because they like you exactly where you're at in their life, and that's how they want it to be. But I think Spirit is saying, look, Gemini, like, this is how they are. This is what they're going to be. And I think it's becoming more and more clear to you. And in some way, whatever was recently exposed was a wake-up call in a sense. And I do feel with Spirit intervening on your behalf to show you this, the truth of this. Wow. What's reading this is the Ten of Wands, Sagittarius energy. This is showing me how long this has been going on for, how long, you know, you've been trying to hold it together and make it work. You've been trying to compromise or trying to put the effort in, but it's just not worth it anymore. You've done all that you could. And this person didn't want to help carry the load. This person didn't want to try to do anything to change it. And you felt like you were kind of alone in making this work or trying to make it work. Yeah, I just feel like you're exhausted. It's just so clear here. And that's why boundaries are very much needed right now. And I feel with the Ten of Wands too, if you are dealing with a very clingy person, yeah, they are, if you block them, let's just say, they're finding other ways through your social media. They're trying to ask around about you. They drive by your house, by your work. They are trying to still in any way, even if it comes through as energetically or psychically, still connect a path to you or connect a bond to you. They're desperately trying to hold on to this, even though they're realizing that, you know, you're changing and your idea of this is changing. I kind of feel like for some of you, like almost last straw type of energy for September, or like this is it. If they don't show that they want to at least try, or at least to commit, or at least to compromise, I'm letting this go. I think they're not fully prepared for that, but you are. I think you totally are. I kind of want to clarify this Ten of Wands. I feel there's a little more to this. Tell me more about the Ten of Wands here for Gemini. King of Cups. Oh no, I'm sorry. King of Cups. Scorpio energy. This is a newer deck, so I apologize, but Scorpio energy, and then tell me more with the Ten of Wands. Three of Cups. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I see the dominant group here. And then we have the Moon card. Pisces energy, Cancer energy, water energy here. So this is the thing, okay? With the King of Cups, I do feel like someone tried to hold on to this because they cared, or they saw potential, or maybe they got carried away in the idea or the illusion someone was trying to make out. One day we can be together. One day we can have this. It's just not now. Those false promises type of energy here is what I'm feeling. Meanwhile, with the Three of Cups, someone wanted to party. Someone wanted to indulge in third-party energies, flirt, which is weird because especially if they like tried to come for you for cheating or flirting, that's because they were already doing it and they know the potential of people doing it. So I feel like this person craves emotional attention. They try to act like they're not emotional and they're distant, they don't give a whatever, but really, like, when someone just throws a glance their way or says they're cute, like, it validates them emotionally. And I think you realize maybe with this person, there's not enough you can do to give them a full cup. There's always going to be a way where someone else can just give them a little bit of that cup, where they're looking at the possible, how do I say this? They're looking for the most that they can from many sources of this emotional attention, emotional validation, that they want a bowl instead of a cup, which most of us can only provide a cup, if that makes sense. So I feel like that's what you're kind of putting down, is your need to overcare when simply they don't care. And as long as there's multiple people giving them that emotional attention, you don't feel like you matter all that much. And you absolutely do, Gemini. And I think they're not going to realize this until it's too late. But the short-term experiences and pleasures of flirting with someone, hooking up with someone, is not going to amount to the long-term you could have had with them, because you would have given your heart, you would have given your all. Damn. In the recent past, we have the Eight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. So yeah, I feel like they've been trying to hit you up, been trying to go on your social media, trying to heart your pictures or send DMs, or they've been spying on your stories, or, you know, simply if you don't have social media, then they've been trying to distract themselves from this going silent. They've been going out, they've been traveling, they've been partying, they've been, you know, really trying to put all their energy out there to kind of forget about this with you. But it feels temporary. It doesn't feel like it's going to be for long. Some of you guys have like reactivated your dating apps if you kind of decided you're not going to give your all to this person, have been kind of going on dates, or kind of just venturing out for yourself now that there's boundaries here between you and this person. And I think that, you know, overall with the Eight of Wands, you have been enjoying yourself. I do feel like you have been trying to kind of forget about this, but I think if this person is either trying to cling on or eventually is going to come back around, I think you're a little bit nervous of preparing for that. I think, you know, it's all just a matter of time, because that's what they normally do. They're out for a bit and then they come back. But that's where the boundaries need to come in, especially if they try to come back in September. You know that they just want a quick validation, a quick score for their ego. You want more, and you should have more. You know, you may also start to realize that they're doing something a little bit risk-takey, like really going out, or you could tell they're like really deep into certain substances, or I don't know, just kind of doing a lot. That's a little concerning for you in some way. But again, it's not your problem anymore, Gemini. All right, Gemini. To see the likely outcome of the situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to the end of the month, you need to be aware of, know about. We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome, pull some more tarot oracle cards to dive deeper into this. If you still have questions, let's get those answered now in the extended reading. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where I depart, Gemini, I really hope that this reading resonated with you. I hope it's given you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what's going on in your love life and what you needed to know at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Gemini, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Gemini.